I'm Spencer Hamilton, this is our Gloucester City Matchday preview. Here's what's coming up on today's show.
We hear from Tim Flowers and Harry Emmett. Catch up with the women's team during their pre-season campaign. And get tactical insight from David Meahu. Now, it wasn't quite the result that City wanted on Saturday, but nevertheless, it was a day to remember for Harry Emmett, and we caught up with Harry himself and Tim Flowers this week.
Yeah, I think obviously, personally, it was nice to get a goal. Obviously, I'm always happy to get the start as well. Obviously, I think for this season, sort of my aim is just to get as many games as I can. So to start the first game was a very happy moment for me, and obviously to get a goal as well just sort of topped it off. But obviously, at the end of the day, we didn't get the result we wanted, and I think personally I'd rather get the win and get a good start off for the club. So, but yeah, unfortunately it just didn't go our way. We've got a good set of lads here. Obviously we've had pre-season and a couple of sessions now, so I think we've all gelled well together. I think the games become sort of now and then. I think we just need a bit of time to sort of gel together for the games, and I think that will come. And yeah, obviously it's nice to get sort of the first long away trip out of the way. And I think we've got a couple more this month coming up, so we'll have to get used to it. Yeah, all the good set of lads, and I think we're all gel well together soon, so it won't be a problem. I think defensively first half, I think we were a bit shaky. I think there were times where sort of lacked a bit of composure on the ball. I think we sort of need to improve that. I think goals, we'll always get goals, no doubt. I think it's just more defensively and sort of getting stuck to that shape, playing five at the back. But I think that would just come over time. I think it just needs to take a bit of time, sort of gel together. So I'm sure we'll be fine. Yeah, obviously being a local lad is sort of helps with that, I think. So obviously I know a couple of lads who come down here often. So yeah, I think they sort of anything. Obviously with the goal and stuff, they were buzzing for me. So yeah, it's being a local lad, I think you sort of get that playing for your team. So, but yeah, it's nice to have that about. So yeah, I'm happy.
The bottom line is what I said after the game. Defensively, intensity-wise, not good enough. Nowhere near enough what I call defensive intensity. That determination not to concede. Far too easy. The goals that we conceded were far too easy. You know, at times it was like one mistake becomes two, becomes three, and that usually ends up in what happened, goals against. So clearly, I'm looking, for a much more polished performance defensively. A lot more. I use the word intensity about it. You know, I mean, I've watched Bishop Stortford. Against Chester, they did a number on Chester. They worked unbelievably hard. Pressed the ball, rained tackles in early on, let Chester know that they were in for a game. Got a lot of big lads, set plays were very good. Good delivery, good movement patterns, a bit of ingenuity there as well, late runs, etc, etc. So, we're going to have to make sure that we win our duels and we defend properly as a team. So that's first and foremost what I'm looking for and what I'll be talking about going into it. Let's defend our own box better. Let's make sure we win first contacts, second contacts, third contacts. Let's make sure we clear our lines better, and let's make sure we get up the pitch, hold it up the pitch, get a platform to get our bodies up the pitch and put some pressure on the other end, because when we do, we look like we're going to score goals. We have got lads who can score goals, and we've got lads who can deliver balls, we've got lads who can deliver set plays, and we've got big lads ourselves. So listen, let's give ourselves a chance straight away by not shooting ourselves in the foot. I thought that we livened up, in fairness. Listen, the first games as well, I was speaking to Graham Fenton, who obviously was a teammate of mine at Blackburn after the game up at Blythe, and he was saying they had lads flying back in off holiday early part of last week, which is incredible. But he said he had to wait till sort of Tuesday before he could start working with some of them. Maybe they were tiring a little bit, but I thought our fresh legs. Obviously, we scored pretty quickly. Hanksy had a little chance where he's lobbed the keeper with a header and it's landed on the roof of the net for 3-3. But listen, let's be honest with ourselves. We didn't deserve anything out of the game. Yeah, always headaches with injuries, headaches with suspensions, headaches with concussions and all the things that we've had and we're trying to get over. Are we still looking to maybe bring the odd one in? Possibly. I see Bishop Stortford sign for you this morning. So, there's still teams out there looking. So yeah, lots of headaches, but that's part and parcel. What I do want to see is whatever 11 I pick, and in whatever shape, that we're a lot more intense than what I saw on Saturday.
I'm B, I play CDM, and I think it's 2-0 England.
3-1. I'm Katie, I'm the Matchday first aider, and I think it's going to be 2-1 England.
Beth Davis, midfield, 2-1 to England.
Paige Todd, left wing, 3-1 England.
Chloe Golding, centre mid, and 2-0 England.
Oh yeah, I'm Abby, I'm a striker, and I think England will win 1-0.
Hi, I'm Darren, one of the first team coaches, and my prediction for tomorrow is 2-0 to England.
Zoe Morgan, right wing, and I think it'll be 2-0.
Rakia King, striker, and 3-1.
Well, it's the first home game of the season today. Let's have a look at our opponents, Bishop Stortford.
Bishop Stortford are the second most southerly side in the division, and their placement in the National League North for the 2023-24 season led to an unsuccessful appeal following their promotion from Step 3 at the end of last season. That promotion saw them crowned champions of the Isthmian League after winning their final 7 games and only conceding 1 goal in the process. Last weekend, manager Steve Smith oversaw the Blues for the 200th time during their 2-0 victory over last season's playoff semi-finalist Chester, with veteran striker Ryan Charles scoring both goals in the match, which saw 5 Bishop Stortford players pick up yellow cards. Most of the side who played against Chester also featured in a midweek friendly against Arsenal's under-23 side. Stortford have added to their squad in the last couple of days, bringing in 4 players, including midfielders Chris Regis and Fraser Alexander. Here's former City manager Dave Muhu with some tactical insight.
OK, so looking at Bishop Stortford, Gloucester's opposition on Saturday, they had a cracking result against one of the favourites, Chester. Looking at the brief highlights, I think they were playing 4-2-3-1 when they were starting to go forward into the opposition's half. And then when it started to get a little bit deep for them, they were 4-4-1-1 with the 2 wide players working really hard. They looked a really hard-working, competitive team. Some of the challenges were do or die, but competitive and fair, nothing wrong with those. But whether they'll be able to do those on rubber crumb, I don't know. They had some very good set plays and delivery, and the first goal came from that with a brave header. So don't give away silly free kicks in the final third. The 2 centre midfielders, I thought, dictated the play well for them, organised the team well, and passed the ball around in the clips I saw really well. I think for Gloucester, if they can isolate the target man and get the right and left back forward, or the wing backs, I don't know what Gloucester are playing, get forward, I think that'll cause problems for them because he could get isolated quite a bit. And then going forward, get the ball into the striker's feet, as the 2 centre halves were good and very competitive, but I think with balls in and around the box they might struggle with that a little bit. As they were so well organised, obviously playing Chester, they got people behind the ball, and there's no reason for them not to do that again. Quick free kicks and throw-ins, and maybe they were on it all the game from what the bits I saw, but they'd be very hard to break down, and patience might be the order of the day for the Tigers.